Bart Simpson's worst relationships, now and in the future. Bart Simpson has never had it easy when it comes to love, from elementary school crushes to future ex-wives. His relationships are chaotic, confusing, and usually end in disaster. Some were one-sided, others were toxic. A few almost worked until they didn't, but each one gave us a closer look at Bart's emotional mess and why love never seems to go his way. These are Bart's worst relationships, past and future. Let's begin with the girl who didn't just break Bart's heart. She wrecked his trust. Jessica Lovejoy, Bart's girlfriend. Season 6, Episode 7.
Is a God.
It started in church. Bart didn't want to be there. He was bored, loud, and annoying. But then Jessica walked in, the Reverend's daughter. She looked perfect. Bart froze. He had never seen a girl like her. He tried to talk to her, but she didn't care. So he tried harder. He went back to Sunday school. He even behaved. He wanted her to see him as someone good. But Jessica didn't want good. She liked chaos. Bart didn't know it, but she had already picked her next toy. Even while trying to be good, Bart got 3 months of detention. Then everything flipped. Jessica invited him to dinner. Things moved fast.
Want to have dinner at my house tonight? Really? Sure.
They laughed, they joked, they messed around. For a moment, Bart thought she really liked him, but then came the sting. The next day at school, Bart couldn't help himself. He told his friends he was dating the minister's daughter. He thought they'd be impressed. He walked up to Jessica, waiting for her to back him up. Instead, she looked him in the eye and said, "Am I supposed to know you?"
Hey, Jessica!
Yes? Am I supposed to know you?
Jessica.
That line didn't just hurt. It humiliated him. His friends laughed and mocked him for lying. Later, she told Bart she couldn't let her parents find out, and keeping it secret made it more fun. But it wasn't fun for Bart. It felt like a game he was losing. She kept dragging him into messes and acted sweet. Finally, Bart had had enough. He decided to end it. They stopped talking. He didn't see her for 3 months. Then one day in church, there she was. She smiled again. But this time, she went further. She stole money from the collection box, and she pinned it on Bart. Everyone blamed him. No one believed him. Not the parents, not the teachers, not even the church. Jessica had set him up. Lisa told him to speak up, but Bart stayed quiet. He confronted Jessica. She smiled and said, "No one will believe you. I'm the sweet minister's daughter. You're just yellow trash."
You know, with the way you're treating me, why should I protect you?
Because if you tell, no one will believe you. Remember, I'm the sweet, perfect minister's daughter, and you're just yellow trash.
Huh?
That line cut deep, and Bart took the fall until Lisa exposed the truth. They searched Jessica's room, and the money was there. Jessica didn't cry. She didn't care. She just said, "Yeah, I did it." Later, Bart saw her again. She asked him to scrub the church steps. Then she left on a bike with a new guy. Jessica wasn't a heartbreak. She was a lesson. Some girls don't care who they hurt. Some love stories end before they even start. Bart didn't just lose a girlfriend. He lost his peace. And for the first time, he learned something sharp. Love can lie, and trust once broken hurts more than heartbreak. Apocalypse Cow, Season 19, Episode 17. Let's move from heartbreak to hay bales, and a love story that starts with a cow and ends at the altar. Bart joined 4-H because he wanted to drive giant machines, but love has a weird way of showing up. This time, it came with a calf, a girl, and a huge misunderstanding. It began with Lou, a skinny little calf that no one wanted. Bart picked him. Mary Spuckler helped him take care of Lou. She showed Bart how to feed Lou and raise him right. Somewhere between early mornings and messy barns, Bart grew attached, not to Mary, but to the calf. Lou wasn't just a project anymore, he was family. Lou won the blue ribbon, but the prize wasn't a medal, it was a ticket to the slaughterhouse. Bart couldn't let that happen.
But he won! Why don't you kill the loser cows?
Oh, we will, but your cow gets to go first.
That night, he snuck Lou out. He took him to Mary's house, hoping she could keep him safe. Then things went sideways. Bart didn't know that giving a cow to a girl meant marriage. Cletus took it as a proposal. Bart even did the pot-blowing tradition. Mary said yes. Bart didn't. But Lisa told him to agree just until Lou was safe. So he did.
All right, sir. I'll marry your daughter. We're gonna have us the fanciest wedding in the county.
The wedding preparations started, guests gathered, and the vows began. Bart stood there confused, almost married. Then Marge stepped in, right at the I do. She stopped the wedding just in time. In the end, Homer, dressed as a cow, got shipped off instead of Lou. The real Lou was sent to India, where he'd be treated with love. Before leaving, Mary looked at Bart and smiled. This wasn't a real relationship. It was quick, wild, and almost ended in child marriage. And all for the love of a cow. Only Bart could almost get married to save a calf. Let's Go Fly a Coot, Season 26, Episode 20. In this episode, Bart meets Annika van Houten, Milhouse's cousin from the Netherlands. She's older, European, and way too cool for him. But that doesn't stop Bart from falling hard and fast. Annika flirts just enough to keep him close. She treats affection like bait, just enough to keep him chasing. But what really hooks Bart is when she introduces him to vaping. Yes, vaping. Soon, Bart is blowing bubblegum-flavored smoke, trying to act cool, mature, and everything he thinks she wants. She also introduces him to butt games. Odd and suggestive behavior that Bart doesn't fully understand, but goes along with anyway just to stay close to her. It works for a little while. Annika uses Bart to buy vape cartridges and do things for her, offering small kisses in return. But over time, Bart starts to realize the truth. Annika never really liked him. She only liked what he could do for her. Eventually, it's time for Annika to leave town. Bart rushes to the airport to stop her. He tells her exactly how he feels. He knows she only came to him when she needed something.
I don't actually like you. You're only pleasant when you want something. You've been in this country 3 weeks and you hated everything.
Then, to prove he's done, he throws away all her vape pens. It's a full identity crash.
Well, I'm really relieved you're leaving. And take these poison pen lights with you.
Bart had changed who he was, even poisoned his body just to get attention. And in the end, she didn't care. That's what hurt the most. Not the rejection, but realizing he was never liked for who he really was, only for what he could offer. Annika wasn't Bart's first crush, but she was the first to show him something painful. How dangerous it is to lose yourself just to make someone else happy. The Wandering Juvie, Season 15, Episode 16. Some people come into your life for a moment, but they leave behind something that lasts. Let's go back to the time Bart found something real in a place meant to break people. Bart pulled off a scam in the mall. He faked a wedding registry and collected stolen gifts. But his fun ended fast. He got caught and was sent to juvenile hall. That's where he met Gina Vendetti. She looked dangerous from the first second. Her first words to Bart were a threat.
I'm Gina. You touch my fence again and your puberty's gonna be very boring.
She didn't smile. She didn't blink. She made it clear she was not there to make friends. They were forced to slow dance at a juvie prom. Bart rolled his eyes. Gina made a plan. She broke out and dragged Bart with her. They were handcuffed together, running from the cops. Bart tried to stop her, but she didn't argue. She just kissed him. Bart froze. He melted. He didn't expect it.
Getting out 2 weeks? Why would I want to break out with you? Well...
On the run, the two fight, bond, and slowly trust each other. Gina started to open up, and Bart listened. Maybe for the first time, he actually cared. They finally found someone to cut the cuffs. Gina kissed him again. It was quick and awkward, but honest. Then Bart said maybe she could go home. Gina snapped. She yelled, and she hit him. She said she didn't have a home to go back to. Bart was confused, but still he followed her. He found her sobbing alone and tried to comfort her, but she lashed out. Years of pain poured out of her. Then the cops showed up. Bart was ready to take the blame, but Gina stepped forward. She said it was all hers. Bart walked free, and Gina went back in. Right before leaving, they looked at each other, quiet, sad, real. Bart didn't forget her. He came back with his family to visit, not to feel sorry, just to be there. Gina sat with them. She smiled. For the first time, she looked like she belonged. This was one of the most thrilling breakups, but timing, as always, had other plans. Someone slipping through your fingers right when they needed holding. Stealing First Base, Season 21, Episode 15. Let's go back to the moment Bart learned that sometimes love doesn't lie. It just makes no sense at all. Nikki McKenna wasn't like the other girls at school. She was cool, confident, and liked skateboarding. She liked Bart. And Bart liked her a lot. At first, things looked good. They hung out. They laughed. It felt easy. Then Bart got advice from Grandpa. Not great advice. It led him to kiss Nikki right on top of the slide.
There's one sure way to find out if a girl likes you. Steal a kiss.
Really?
That kiss changed everything. Nikki pulled back in disgust. She was angry. She stormed off. Bart was stunned. The school went into panic mode. And Nikki's parents were lawyers. They threatened to sue. Principal Skinner freaked out and banned all touching. No hugs, no high fives, nothing. Bart thought it was over, but then Nikki kissed him, out of nowhere. Bart didn't know what to think. From then on, nothing made sense. One moment she smiled, the next she snapped. They talked on the school roof. Bart opened up and told her how he felt, but Nikki shut him down again. They argued, but while Bart was leaving, he lost his balance and fell off the roof. He hit the ground hard. Teachers stood frozen. No one moved. The no-touch rule stopped them. Bart lay there, not breathing. Then Nikki stepped forward. She gave him mouth-to-mouth fearlessly. She saved him. While unconscious, Bart dreamed of famous movie kisses. It was romantic. It was weird. He woke up to Nikki's face. Everyone was happy that the no-touch rule was abolished. Even Bart was happy that she started liking him. But Nikki had some other plans. She wanted to keep Bart hooked, but wasn't admitting it, always giving him mixed signals. Then she looked down at him and said one thing.
Bart, you've got a few things to learn about women, and I will never tell you what they are.
Bart didn't chase her. He didn't beg. He just let it end. But before walking away, Nikki kissed him again. Then she left, like none of it had happened. It was a mental maze, a loop with no exit. Bart didn't lose love. He lost his footing in something he never understood to begin with. Days of Future Future, Season 25, Episode 18. For the final episode, let's jump to the future, where even with flying cars and memory clinics, Bart's love life is still a disaster. In this episode, Bart is already divorced.
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Bart, great to see you, man. How are you?
Great. So I guess you and Gender are still together? Is she there?
Oh, yeah, she's just getting out of the shower.
His ex-wife Gender has moved on, and she doesn't hide it. She bathes with her new boyfriend while Bart is still in the room. She takes him camping, even when that used to be her thing with Bart. Bart tries to move on too. He flirts. He puts himself out there. But nothing works. Every date fails. Every smile feels fake. So he goes to a clinic, one that promises to erase the memory of your ex. He signs up and they wipe it clean. But even after the treatment, Gender still lives in his mind. He can't let go. That says everything. Then Bart's sons tell him something.
You boys look happy.
Yeah, but Mom's sad. Jerry moved out.
Bart sees a chance. He comforts her, and she lets him back in. They go to dinner holding hands, and they stare into each other's eyes. For a second, it feels like old times. They decide to try again. Bart starts helping more. Gender goes back to work, and they try to be a family. But nothing really changes. The same fights come back. The same cold silences. And Gender tells Bart she's seeing Jerry again, the same guy who dumped her. Bart is betrayed again, but this time he doesn't fall apart. He just lets it go. But then comes the twist. None of this really happened. It was all a fake memory from the clinic.
It was all a dream. And now you can go home. So you're sure I'm cured? No more feelings for my ex-wife?
I'm positive. We treat a lot of people for obsessions.
A simulation was designed to help Bart finally move on. But fake or not, it made one thing clear. Some relationships don't work. No matter how hard you try. No matter how many times you start over. Bart didn't just lose Gender. He lost time chasing something that was never built to last. And that wraps up our rundown of Bart Simpson's most awkward, downright confusing, and weird relationships. From fake weddings to memory wipes, Bart's love life has been a mess from childhood to the future. Some girls broke his heart, others broke his brain, but each one left him with a lesson he probably didn't learn. If you've got a favorite Bart breakup, or one that made you cringe the most, drop it in the comments below. And if you want more chaotic Simpson stories, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. There's always more drama in Springfield.